This is the second part in the series, and I do apologise. It's taken me a little while to get this together, and it's not for the lack of offers, by the way. There's been a number of you that invite me around your house to basically play and film your pinball machines, and it's very much appreciated. The first one, if you remember, I went to John's house, we had a look around his collection. Today, we're over at Dave's. We've got two videos that I'm doing today. The first one is a look at Dave's Big Bang Bar. That's on a completely separate video, because obviously it's such a rare machine. But in this one, myself and Dave are going to be taking a walk around his collection and discussing each game individually. What we're going to be discussing today, you can't see all of them just from this camera angle, but don't worry, we'll get the portable camera up in a minute and we'll take everything around. We've got a Ghostbusters. We've got, now is that an LE, Dave?
That's an LE, yeah.
Okay, that's an LE. We've got a Star Wars, which I know is an LE, because if you're a regular watcher of the channel, you know I've had a Star Wars at my house before. We had the Pro. It certainly didn't have that wire form going all the way around. R2 did have R2D2 though. We have got a Batman 66, which, as you know, is one of my favourite games. I shan't disclose whether it is my favourite game just yet. Then we have got a Munsters. Again, that looks like an LE to me. LE, Dave?
Yep.
LE with the Munsters. We've definitely got an LE Godzilla here, which is, as you know, I'm waiting on looking to hopefully get a premium Godzilla myself. A fantastic game just behind me. Another favourite, he's got all the good ones, is Attack from Mars. This is an original Attack from Mars. That's Batman. Don't worry, we know how that goes. Then we got a Medieval Madness. Very interesting thing going on with this Medieval Madness at the moment. It's an original Medieval Madness. I don't even know if this, from this angle, you can see the topper. There's a story behind that. A big Lebowski, the Big Bang Bar, and then out of shot at the moment, to my left, we have got a very golden Addams Family and a creature from the Black Lagoon.
Patience, Robin. Pinball is a game of skill. With proper instruction and lots of practice, you can be a master.
Well, maybe you can be a master, not me. Dave, has that got a set to some funny audio? Mine doesn't do that.
Attract, possibly, in the attract mode.
Attract mode. It's particularly attractive.
That's actually running the SLE code.
Okay. Yeah, anyway. That's one. We won't feature too much on that particular machine for obvious reasons, but we just want to find out what Dave thinks about that. Right, I'm going to switch cameras now. We'll walk around and we'll have a little chat about each game. There's Dave. Say hello, Dave.
Hello.
Very generously invited us over. Okay, Dave, in fact, let me pan around just so as everyone can see, because I've just introduced everything. There we go. And the two that were off camera there that you couldn't see. Right, Dave. Okay, well, let's start from left to right. Tell us all about Ghostbusters. How long you had this? This is the LE, right?
The LE, yeah. Bought this from Phil Palmer, Pinball Heaven, 2016. My first new in box.
And a topper.
Yeah, again from Phil Palmer.
I'm not saying that.
Just before it went mental for toppers, to be honest. And toppers are reasonably priced.
Dave, do you think they've gone too far with the
Trying
price?
to determine whether human emotions actually affect the physical environment.
Sorry, Chris.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at sort of when they started at what $4.99, so that's what that cost retail back in 2016, and now they're anywhere from that sort of price up to $1,000 now in space of 4-5 years.
Just trying to think. Okay, so did Collywobbles do your slime guys?
I don't think they were Collywobbles ones. I think they were from the States, some of the States. I have got my own. Not included in it's in the bottom machine, but I've got the 3D printed buildings, the 3D printed firehouse is on its way from a guy on Pinside. Very, very cool mod.
Okay. I mean, yeah, this is obviously a game I've had at my house. The premium version, not the LE, but it's more
identical.
More or less the same. Yeah, I was just looking for anything different, but I can't really see.
It's just got a few uploads which you could buy, and everything else is pretty much stock. I said I've got quite a few bits in the coin door. I mean, I've got a bit OTT on them as well.
Well, come on, show us what's in the coin door. Let's be nosy.
Oh, so
Oh, hold on, you've had the coin.
Oh yes,
the coin
yeah.
box has been pimped.
Yeah. So here's my like a 3D model printed buildings.
Okay.
For the one sort of by Marshmallow Man. So they've got to go on at some point. They're kind of cool. The guy
Okay.
inside again.
Yes, yeah.
That's not gonna.
Yeah,
hold.
they do look nice. They do look better, don't they?
Yeah. As I said, in the.
But they're in keeping with what's
centre one,
with
yeah.
what's there anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think just a few other little mods and stuff, spares for it, other random stuff. But yeah, I got the coin box.
Okay, so what about this game? You like, obviously, listen, you like it. One of your favourites? I mean, there's a lot of games in here.
1980s, 1980s comedy, innit? It's comedy. So
Yeah.
I born in 1982, grew up with it, watched Ghostbusters with my dad on TV, and just the humour. You got, Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson, and it's gone blank now. Whoever was
Bill Murray. Is it Bill Murray?
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
Comedy geniuses,
And Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, yeah. Mick Moranis.
Yes, well, she knows how to deal with aliens, doesn't she? Oh no, they're ghosts, didn't they? Just looks like an alien.
All those sort of comedy.
It's a fun game. That's what I would say about it. I heard a lot of bad things about this game, but it's fun.
It's fun. I think it's fun. It's good humour. It is a bit of a beast, a bit of a drain monster.
Yeah.
Down the D in lanes, out lanes and down the middle. But that's pinball, isn't it? That's the challenge.
It certainly is.
It's got, this was the first game that's got magnet slings. So
I mean, I had this. I had the premium. How do they work? What's the difference between a normal sling then?
So basically, rather than you've got the arm that kicks the rubber, pushes the rubber out, push the ball. You've got magnets underneath. So when the ball hits the leaf switch underneath that, it activates a magnet. A bit like Adam's Family, just sends the ball everywhere.
Okay.
So more ghostly than.
Well, yeah, no, I liked it. I get it. It's meant to be ghostly. That's the whole point. I know it's gets a lot of complaint, doesn't it? But
it does, yeah.
I liked it.
You can get these extra long flippers now, can't you? You can buy these flippers that you can extend in different.
Well, I think that's why I think I may have had them on those.
Chris.
But, I don't care. I'm not good enough to be a purist. Funny enough,
neither am I. I just like to. I like to play them. I'm not a big fan. Not a big sort of tournament goer. I just like to turn them over blast.
I just had it with Jurassic Park. I was playing the first 20% of the game constantly. Just turned it up to 5 balls the other day, and switched all the switched all the extra balls on. Yeah. Suddenly, I'm playing a game. So and that's the one thing I'd say. If you're in competition, then you're going to get into bad habits. Fine. If you're not, like me, just enjoy the game. You pay a lot of money for these things. Enjoy it. Okay, so how long have you had Star Wars?
Star Wars, another new in box from Phil. When did it come out? 2017, 18? So, I think, 2017, 18. Maybe 19, I actually know. But yeah, another new in box from Phil. Again, the theme, big Star Wars fan. They could have done more of it. I mean, the Force, for example, they could have reused the magnet slings on this.
I agree.
For more of a Force thing rather than just a little gate that opens up there. But I like it. I like it for the you make the shots, you complete the missions, you get the little film clips. Just kind of reliving not my youth because it was brought out before I was born, but it's just one of those games that it's an iconic film, iconic license, and you have to have it.
Yeah, so, and it's a hard game. Both of these games I've had at my house. So
I mean, you've got to nudge this one quite a bit.
Yeah,
you've got to nudge it quite a bit. But Steve Ritchie, it does flow. It's fast, and the ball does come back at you really quickly. Especially with those sort of horseshoe ramps.
Sure,
you make it and just flies out. But yeah, I like it. I love it. It's again a challenge one that it's got that one more game feel to it as well.
Well, yes, it is addictive. It is addictive, definitely.
And then this was quite a, Dwight Sullivan on the rules. It was I couldn't get my head around the multiplier and stuff.
Yeah.
Until I watched your video with Roadshow.
With Craig, yeah.
On how to.
He certainly showed how it was done, didn't he? With and with the multipliers and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still. If you look at I'm still very low scoring though. My name's up there, but it's very low. But So I've got a lot of work to do on it still.
It's a tough game.
Rewatch your video.
It's a tough game. It really is. Yeah. Well, you do learn a lot. Okay. So there you go. Yeah. I mean, there's another one. I'm feeling quite lucky. Actually, feeling quite blessed. To be fair, there's 3 of these machines I've had. One of my very favourite games. How much do you like Batman?
Love it. Love it. Again, it's the campy humour. This is the Catmull edition. So it was.
Okay. So what's different to this than mine then?
So is yours a premium or?
Yeah, premium.
Premium. So. Pretty much nothing on the playfield.
The back glasses, obviously.
The back glass, yeah. The translate is Catwoman themed. The side art is Catwoman themed with that box, and you've got a signed card down on the apron from Julie Noir. So who was Catwoman in the first? Is it the first or second series?
Oh, you've got a helicopter.
Oh yeah. So it's got a helicopter. This is a big law in the on pin side. So you've got the helicopter when it lights the mystery light. I think it spins around faster. You've got the cats with the LED eyes.
Oh, yeah.
There as well. You've got the atomic pile mod.
So you have. Okay.
And then again, inside the glove, inside box, inside the coin door, you've got all the figures like the Catwoman and Batman and that the SLE had.
Sure.
And here's a penguin. I've got a penguin one as well. I got the side. I don't know if you can see the armour. The armour's Batwing armour on it. I had it powder coated with to match Catwoman's suit, sort of black and
it looks good. I'm not sure how much the camera will pick up, but it does. It's really sparkle. In fact, it's really glittery. Actually, really glittery.
The gold pinstripe. So kind of like the SLE, but in sort of Catwoman colours, really. And then you've got the topper, which is made for an SLE Batman topper, up there, which again was very hard to obtain that one. I blame Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters kicked it off. I had a topper for one, and then I was like, right, I need to get a topper for all now.
Sure, and actually, let me just step back here because something. Oh dear, you've got to give a bit of love to what's going on the roof here, Dave. Oh
yeah, so each game I've got the stern banner for. On that side anyway.
Fantastic.
And then Gone But Not Forgotten.
I mean, they are big.
Galaxy.
They are big.
Yeah, they were custom made by a guy in Poland, Zanek. In Poland.
Okay, so I mean, Batman. I am starting to wonder. Do you know what? I know you're not going to tell me what your favourite is. What game are you playing most out of all these flying games?
Godzilla at the minute.
Yeah.
To be fair, Godzilla with a bit of Creature over there.
Yeah.
So since because Creature was folded up when I had the games were arranged, and I did have a Guns N' Roses and a Dialed In LA, but to make room for Big Bang Bar, they went. So then I could then kind of spread the games out a bit because they were all so tightly packed that you couldn't do any nudging and you would like knock the back boxes and stuff, and that's no fun.
No.
Get rid of two, get one, 2 for 1. So, but you can space them out a lot more now.
Okay, so a game I know nothing about, the much maligned Munsters. I'll tell you what the first thing that you notice about this. I say much maligned. I don't know anything about it. I just know people slag it off a bit. It's a really good looking game. Lots of toys on it, but I'll tell you what I do notice on here is this. It's not just a lower play field with these tiny flippers on it. There's a little ramp in there and a scoop. It actually looks like a proper playfield, basically, doesn't it? It's not. I mean, I don't know if it is gimmicky or not, but it actually there's shots on it.
If you lift up the playfield, it takes a hell of a lot of space up. You've got 2 flippers. You've got a ramp, an orbit, and you've got like a popper, and then in the middle, Grandpa's machine's a bash toy. So you do get a lot of. It's good. It's not it's gimmicky, but it does actually, I think, add to the game. It can get a bit fast and furious when you get the Monster Madness and the. You have a multi-ball like up top playfield and bottom playfield, so you're controlling a multi-ball in both sort of playfields. So it does get a bit fast and furious on that.
And in loving memory of your dad.
Yeah, so I used to watch Monsters with my dad.
That's nice.
He passed away just before this machine was released, and it was on a Monday or Tuesday night, BBC Two.
That was your thing.
Yeah, I mean, to us, Munsters, Batman. Used to sit there as a youngster and watch it with my dad.
Yeah, well, I've started rewatching Batman actually, and actually taken to rewatching it to realise what a good job they did with all the with the license and everything that they've got on it. Really,
it's it's sad because it was Lyman Sheets did the code.
Of course,
he throws himself into, or did throw himself into all games that he sort of coded, and he would do a game and then take it home with him as well. He would just, as a pinball player himself, he would just spend a lot of time outside of work, sort of just tweaking and putting in what people like to see. So he was a real legend in that respect.
He certainly was, no doubt about that. And I'm thoroughly enjoying the code on that. It really is a fantastic code.
So deep as well.
Yeah.
I never see the end of it too bad.
Yeah. I've just noticed the pink umbrella actually.
Oh, that's I
like that as well. Okay, Godzilla. Tell me about Godzilla then. Everything you sort of hoped it would be?
Yeah, well, my first Keith Elwin game. I mean, the theme didn't immediately jump out at me. I mean, I didn't watch it as a kid.
No.
But when I saw sort of Keith Elwin, I thought, you know what? A lot of people have raved about his games. Jurassic Park, Iron Maiden, in particular. I thought, you know what, I'll take a punt on Godzilla, and I'm glad I did. It is an epic game. It is really, really good.
What do you like about it?
The shots just flow so well, and it doesn't seem like there's any bit of the playfield that's wasted. The ball just comes from all angles. The building itself as well is a cute toy. It's a good toy. On par, I think, with the Medieval Madness Exploding Castle kind of thing. It's when you start at multi-ball and the building shakes and it just drops. It's great.
Oh, and okay, so that gets signed. The
limited edition has obviously different powder coats.
Sure. I mean it's got is that?
Yeah, that's Keith Elwin's
Okay,
signature.
right.
So
Okay, gotcha.
Keith Elwin on that one, and then John Borg on Munsters.
It's really. I'm really looking forward to get my hands on my one. I've played it. I played the limited edition at Neil's. Really enjoyed it. Played the Pro twice.
There's not much difference between the Pro and the Premium and the LE, to be honest. I mean, the building and the bridge, and and Godzilla's rotating. But I played the Pro first time in Pinball Republic in Croydon, and it's the shots are all still there.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the most part, so it's.
Yeah, no, I would, I wouldn't be disappointed either. I just think for me, I quite like. Well, I don't know. I like the physical ball lock there.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it diverts around, depends on what level it is, sends it on different ramps, and I don't even really know what this does. To be fair, I think that's where you choose who to fight or your allies or whatever, isn't it?
You mean the
well, all of this, just this whole area, really. I just.
You make the ramps, the orbit. So you make this ramp up here, and then around there loops up into another ramp, and then that lights the scoop to shoot that to start your first sort of monster battle. And then on the Premium and LE, you've got the spinner here, which is a ramp that shoots up, and then you hit Mechagodzilla. Enough spins, and then this whole thing sort of rotates to reveal 3 targets, which is Mechagodzilla's shield.
Sure.
And then you hit that, and then you start Mechagodzilla multiple.
I can't wait for that one. Do you use the thing at all?
Yeah, I have been recently. A friend of mine, Andy S on the group, he comes round, and he said pinball's very sociable. So, and it is good. Yeah, I mean it is good. The Insider Connect. So it does make you want to play a bit more and get those rewards. So. Just need to get it. I mean, this is the first one I've got with the Insider Connect, so I need to get it for
all the
other games now.
Do you think you will?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. When they're in stock, When they're in stock.
Okay. Attack from Mars original.
Yes. Yeah, my second one of those.
Okay. How long have you had this one?
About a year now. A year and a little bit. Got it from a member of the group, Tony Malloy.
Yes.
Since then, just had it sort of powder coated, the black powder coated coin box powder coated. Added the mirror blades, back box decal. It's got the salsa kit in it.
Oh, the blades look great in it, actually.
The mirror blades, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they're really good.
So, and it's got the salsa LEDs. The main salsa PCB, yes, it goes red as well. And then somewhere in there, I haven't fitted it yet. I've got the pop bumper kit and the inside where you shoot the salsa, the drop target.
Yes.
You've got a few bits of kit for that as well.
Oh right,
eventually.
okay. I'll be interested to see that. Yeah, I mean, I love this game. Now, this gets compared with this, and if you're listening to this rather than watching it, you need to be watching it because we're just looking at some lovely machines. But when I say this and this, Attack from Mars and Medieval Madness. Medieval Madness, I've barely played at all. This I know really, really well. What's your favourite?
Between the two of them?
Yeah. No ducking out, no sneaking.
Medieval Madness has got a slight edge. It's the castle that does it. I mean, it's pretty much identical to Attack from Mars, but the castle a bit more shaky. And then you've got the two trolls that pop up. But you've got to hand it to Brian Eddy that Attack from Mars was released first, and so really the concept, because the shot layout is identical.
Yeah.
The toys, the toys. You've got Shaking Castle, Shaking Salsa. You've got the trolls that pop up. You've got the Jiggly Martians. You've got. I mean, this does have the strobe multi-ball, which is good.
I think looking at this ramp here is kinder than the cow ramp.
Last trick of this tricky head.
Yeah.
But look, that's a tighter ramp. See this here? I mean, because obviously you've got your main toy in the middle, which is obviously on here is the castle. Then you've got your lock to the side. On here, you've got your main one, which is obviously the saucer. The lock to the side. Then you have your scoop, and then you have your ramp here. This cow ramp's quite tight, to such an extent that when the ball goes up there, it sort of stops before it comes back round. That looks a little bit more like it's got a bit more flow to it. Yeah, that one really. Tell us about the topper, because this is a CGC topper on an original machine.
Yeah. Again, CGC released Medieval Madness Royal Edition after their initial run of just LEs and standards. And it's fantastic topper. I mean, the moulding on it, look at the troll and the King of Pain, it's fantastic. Just had to have it, really. Pick holder on the group did a fantastic job of integrating it into the game for me, whilst keeping the topper stock, so that if I did want to ever sell it or separate from the game, then I could. But it ties in, it uses kind of a remote control LED strip that you can control over Wi-Fi, and then he's tied it in to some flashes on the game that is very, very similar to the CGC remake. So
That's done a great job.
CGC will, rumour is, have a kit for this to integrate into a thing. But for now, he's done a fantastic job, and thank you very much.
That coin door looks stunning on there, mate. I think that coin door does. There's one on Lebowski next to it. It looks the absolute business, I've got to say. It really does look the part. Lebowski, now on your chinwag, we've discussed all about this. Is that your handbag on the top right there?
Yeah, that's just...
Is that your toothbrush? That's your wash bag?
A makeshift top of that was with a DVD anniversary set. So it came with that as a little bowling ball in there and that. But
how are you enjoying this?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, man, it really tied the room together.
There you go, in one. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the theme, again, it's just the film's so iconic, and it's got like, a proper cult following, and I found it hilarious. And then when I found out they're making it, and the level of detail and toys that were going into it, I was one of the ones that pre-ordered back in 2015 before it went like tits up, excuse my French. But it's getting there gradually. The people that invested, the early achievers, have are starting to get their games.
How many are they making, do you know, at the moment? They're still making
Well, the original EA games were about 300, 250, 300. But in order to get every EA their game, Dutch people have had to start taking new money to pump in to pay the capital, to get the capital to then remake the games that they owe people. So it's not the ideal world. But I'm afraid that's what we're left with.
I played this once. Tom's one at Pinball Republic now. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Couldn't believe it when the car popped out at the back there. That was brilliant. Okay, just in case, look, this has got its own video. It's Big Bang Bar. Only about 200 of these were made. Amazing. We've played it. We've got a video on it. I don't know which one's video is going to come first, this one or the Big Bang Bar one. Haven't decided yet. But if you want to know any more about this machine, this very, very rare machine, then tune into that video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you'll get a notification. As long as you press the bell, you'll get a notification as soon as the video is published. But you might have seen it already. Really enjoyed that. It's got a little twist in it, which I certainly wasn't expecting. Okay. This is probably the most famous of all the pinball machines, the Addams Family. Tell us about this one, mate.
So this is Addams Family Gold 730.
What do you mean 730? Tell us about the gold. I don't know the concept of the gold one.
Addams, Bay Williams, Addams Family is the best-selling game of all time for them.
Sure.
21,000 were made, and then to commemorate that, a couple of years later they decided to do another run of 1,000 and issue it with a gold trim and a certificate and a plaque at the front. A little bit of difference in the software, a few different modes or rewards kind of thing in it. So you've got the difference is you've got sort of the gold apron, decals, gold thing box, pop bumpers, gold trim, which is different. This is a sort of aftermarket gold trim. It was solid brass, the ones on the original cabinets. This is the Manny cabinet, this one.
Yes, we were talking about this earlier. It's smooth as anything and really built well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Made by Manny Woodtech.
Yeah, it's really... you can tell. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera. Does he do the back box as well?
Yeah.
Because you know, I mean, it's. I don't know if you'll be able to really see it. You can just tell it's a different quality. It really is.
So better quality ply, oak supports for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope that comes out on the camera. It really is very, very nice. Do you play it much?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's one of those games that you kind of, when you see feeling a bit sad, you just come down and I sort of go to Addams Family.
Sure, okay.
It always cheers you up.
Yeah. Well, just such an iconic game, Dave. Obviously that is the topper, the original topper. Yeah, that's you see lots of those. The
back glass is actually a CPR monochrome, is it? Back glass.
Yes,
so mirrored back glass
is.
that is as well.
Yes.
So it's not.
Actually, I like that.
Comes in colour and monochrome, but I thought as it's a gold, it kind of.
I like it. Yeah, actually, I really like that. And Creature.
Yeah, Creature at Lagoon. Second one of these. In fact, actually, I've had 2 creatures, 2 Addams Families, 3 Medieval Man, 3 Attack from Mars. Bit of pin sound in there. Not as nice as Davy's by no stretch of the imagination, but it's a good theme.
But it's in good nick.
It's
in good nick. It's really good nick.
The hologram is lovely. Hang on, let's see if I can get an old hologram in there. Let's see if you can see the original hologram as it was supposed to be.
Oh wow!
Lovely and green he is.
Okay.
And that's what a hologram should look like.
Yeah. Nice.
And then it's rocking a bit of pin sound, which I do like. I don't know if you know.
And now, on with the show.
So it's a lot better, the sounds.
Let me out!
Oh. Just try and get a few A few sound bites in there.
That is a nice quality sound.
Yeah. It's got the version 1 of Swinks' snack bar. So again, it's another thing I probably need to get. And it's actually got a shaker motor in it as well. This one, pin sound shaker motor. So pin sound, they tie the shaker motor to certain sound clips.
Yeah.
So when the snack bar is destroyed, to get a good shake. When the end scene with the car, you get a little bit of a shake and a nice. So it's when the guy bangs on the boot as well.
It seems to shoot nicely.
Yeah, it's simple, isn't it?
Do you do you maintain your own machines, or do you get someone else to do it?
No, I maintain, yeah. Mate. And my little friend Mark, who's out of the picture, he will come along and help me with the mods and stuff, and any sort of repairs. I'm crap at soldering, to be fair. Absolutely rubbish. So, what was I shooting for?
It's very nice, mate. Okay, I'm going to ask you an awkward question now.
What's your
Before we
favourite?
finish. Okay, well, no, I'll do a worse question than that. Go on, you can stand over there because I'm going to start on the spot, man. Okay, right. What's definitely one? Give me one. I'll tell you what, I'll be kind. Give me two that are definitely never going.
Definitely never going?
Yeah, and this,
Adam's
by
Family
the way, this is
Big
not
Bang Bar.
this is not to say that you're accepting offers on any, all right? So, okay, so these two here are never going anywhere.
Adam's Family Big Bang Bar, yeah.
Okay, fine. One of them, you've got something the best, whatever your dream theme is, gets made, gets announced next week. One's got to go. You got to make space. You can't put it in the lounge or the hallway.
I don't know, Chris.
Do you know what? Can I just say you probably don't know. You've looked at a machine twice. You've already looked at one machine twice. I've noticed. But come on.
This one? I don't know. Munsters? No, I don't know. I mean, maybe Star Wars. Maybe if Back to the Future is made. Back to the Future is my ultimate theme. Then maybe this one. But
Okay.
It's tough. I said I didn't want to sell Guardians of the Galaxy. Elite had that. Didn't want to sell Dialed In. To be honest, I was quite. Dialed In was hard. Guns N' Roses LE, not really.
Then go on with it.
Again, great thing. The theme integration out of this world,
Yes.
the music,
Brilliant,
thing,
isn't it?
but it wasn't fun. There was no humour or enough for me.
No.
And all these, I mean, these aren't. It's not humorous, but it's film license that's the most. But all these others are for some degree of some, my
I would
kind of
agree.
humour.
I do. I've got to say, I like your taste in machines. Was my problem in many respects Avengers: Infinity Quest, which had all the best shots on it. It really did, but it just wasn't fun. It just wasn't. It was a little bit too serious. And there's games with worse shots that are just better and more immersive. With the sound and everything. Dave, thanks, mate. I really appreciate you sharing
No
this
worries.
with us all. And I'm
Welcome.
going to play a couple of games if you don't mind.
Absolutely, knock yourself out.